Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Aizat Asmawi bin Zulkafli and my metric number is 265736. I'm from Tourism Seminar class supervised by Prof. Dr. Azilah binti Kasim, and today I will talk about best practices in tourism development and planning in Australia. Australia, officially the Commonwealth of Australia, is a sovereign country comprising the mainland of the Australian continent, the island of Tasmania, and numerous smaller islands. It is the largest country by area in Oceania and the world's sixth largest country. On overview, Tourism Australia is the government agency responsible for attracting international visitors to the country. Formed under the Tourism Australia Act of 2004, it delivers partnership marketing to targeted global consumers in key markets to grow demand and foster a competitive and sustainable Australian tourism industry. The Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade works to strengthen bilateral tourism relationships and to leverage key multilateral tourism bodies. All state and territory government in Australia incorporate tourism into their portfolio to ensure effective international and domestic tourism promotion and industry development. Other than that, the challenge facing Australia's tourism sector are to continue to drive sustainable growth of increased visitation and yield from a balanced portfolio of markets, while at the same time managing key supply side issues such as increasing investment in tourism infrastructure, building the capacity and capability of the tourism workforce, and appropriately growing air connectivity. Next is the tourism development in Australia, which is first they undertake audit visitor infrastructure renewal and development needs and priorities, and also they determine priorities and seek to secure resources and commitment. The important part also is they develop and consistently promote unique market positioning and brand identify. And the last one is the support the island and the nature and also develop unused island. Other than that, government policy and development in terms of the tourism. The first one is state policy on the protection of agricultural lands 2009. The purpose is to conserve and protect agricultural land, and it also propose on non-agricultural use and development, and it also apply in all agricultural zone, either significant agriculture or rural resources in planning scheme. The second one is the State Coastal Policy 1996. The purpose is to protect the natural and cultural values. It proposes use and development in a coastal area. It applies in all coastal area, which is and islands around Australia. Lastly, State Policy on Water Quality Management 1997. The purpose is to achieve the sustainable management of surface water and groundwater resources. It proposes to use and development of the water quality and apply in all surface waters, including coastal waters and groundwaters. The plan and formation of this development is to focus on completion of an initial tourism development plan concept of island in Australia. Prepare a few alternative tourism development regarding the potential tourism places. Choose alternative that can be implemented to achieve the goal. From that, the good and developed tourism can be achieved. From our country, Malaysia, can learn from them to develop island and unused land to make sure the development in the tourism, and a good plan of policy can make it realistic to apply in Malaysia. For many island, tourist development started largely as an unplanned process. In recent years, resort has been planned and developed on some island. The distinctive nature of the island gives rise to specific tourism environment relationship, which can be critical for small island. Increasing importance is being placed on planned development and environmental aspect of island tourism development. The tourism of a small island is approximated by a schematic model.